things pop off. And popping off, we gotta allow ourselves to go about letting go of a lot of things that we've become addicted to. And an addiction, it's only a stigma that goes about controlling the brain and having one believe that it's something that they actually need. Addiction comes in many different forms: gambling, alcohol, drugs, work, sex. But we could go about changing and fighting our addiction. All we have to do is go about putting certain things in place so that we do not feel helpless or hopeless to our addiction. And one of the first things we must go about incorporating in our lives is that we have to come to enough. And coming to enough, we have to incorporate a mindset that there's a target date which we're hoping to, and be realistic with yourself and trying to find that date that is doable. Do not set unrealistic goals for yourself, because this is about your recovery. This is about you finding the cure for your illness and what you're going through. So don't leave yourself at a strain, but be realistic in your approach and what addiction you're trying to go about fighting or conquering. And in doing that, you will see that anxiety will increase as you go about trying to fight this illness and this disease that you're going about dealing with. But as anxiety escalates, continue to tell yourself that I will not allow this disease to go about overpowering me. For there's a cure, and I just have to go about implementing these things within myself. Because if we look carefully at life, we will come to realize that no one started off as a drunk. No one started off as a drug head. No one started off as a workaholic. No one started off as a sex addict. But we have to come to go about identifying that trigger. And in identifying that trigger, it has to be one that goes about releasing that hurt. And in releasing that hurt, it will go about letting go of some of the things which causes you to go about returning back to that abusive nature. Give me a sec right quick. Nah, I'm alright. Oh, man, I had no change. What it do? What it do? Nah, I had to go do something right quick. I'm back though. Don't even trip. We gonna address these little matters that we must go about dealing with in order for us to go about making that headway in life. But as I was saying, when dealing with addiction, we have to remember that there's a trigger. And because there's a trigger, it goes about having us turn to an abusive nature. And because we turn to that abusive nature just to go about having us feel better about what's going on, it's a cycle of destructiveness. And dealing with a cycle of destructiveness, it's abuse, because we need to rid ourselves of abuse. We can't hold on to the notion that whatever addiction we're dealing with is going to go about controlling us and overpowering us. That's not what life is about. Yeah, I'm back. I had to go do something right quick. I'm not going to leave y'all stranded like that. Nah, I don't get down like that. So, somebody was telling me for y'all to go ahead and double tap the screen. I guess something with thumbs up or something like that. So if you're viewing, if you could double tap your screen to push this message out a little further, that would be greatly appreciated, and so forth. So when we go about dealing with addiction, we find ourselves feeling hopeless at times because we believe that there's no out. And because there's no out, we almost tend to lose sight and give up. But addiction is something that could be conquered. Addiction is not something that's undefeated, because when we go about looking and holding on to the ideology of that there's hope at the end of the tunnel, and we are going about doing this for ourselves, it's not for anybody else, then it becomes achievable. These things are no longer capable of holding on to us and having us believe that what we're doing is without a merit. But this is what I come to say in this regards. In dealing with addiction, one have to go about letting go of certain environments. And in letting go of these environments, it will help you more go about battling and giving yourself that chance. Because some of your friends are the ones that's going about enabling you when things get rough. So if we go about changing that environment, then it'll be easier to go about putting up a resistance against the things that come to attack us in addiction. So let it be that whatever is triggering you, fighting against you, let it be that you find a way to fight back. This is a battle for your life. Don't take this lying down. Don't take this so easy. And you must hold on to a mindset. You fighting for yourself. You're not fighting for nothing else. So just know it's easier when we hold on to like-minded people who are supportive and encouraging, and when we're going about battling this disease. And in battling this disease, a support system is strongly encouraged, because there will be good days and there will be bad days. There will be days where you want to go and drink just because of how the day started off. There will be days where you would want to go do drugs, hit the pipe. But I'm here to tell you, there's nothing at the bottom of the bottle. There's nothing in that pipe that's going to go about giving you a lasting sensation and feeling. Because all these little things are just temporary. And in temporary, they are merely there to go about being a distraction. You see, all addictions are just distractions. But the distraction only works if you allow it to work. The distraction is to keep you away from you getting better. But if you let go of these distractions, then you will be going about finding that place of peace. And we all need peace in our life. I don't give a damn where you are. So make it so. Releasing your addiction is vital to your health, because all you're doing is going around abusing your body. And in abusing your body, the body will not be able to go about sustaining these things. So let it be that you give this love to yourself. You give this affection to you. But in order for you to go about loving you, you must go about ridding yourself of the things that's hindering you, and release that abusive nature that we have picked up along the way. Everything is attainable. You just have to want it bad enough. And the minute you start wanting things bad enough, that's when you will recover, and that's when your addiction will have no power over you. Now, this is my blessing. 1.